Hey there, it's Shelly. Okay, I'm so excited today to get to talk to you about our Power Up plan. All right, well, by now on your Mary Kay journey, you have been plugging into your live launches on Sunday. How many guests have you had? Have you made it to your 15 guests? I want to quickly remind you that of course is where we want to start. Make sure you have jumped in, and over that time of 4 weeks, you get to build up to your 15 guests. And I cannot wait to order your own personalized, you get to choose your design of your Mary Kay branded t-shirt. And of course, that is intended for you to be able to wear everywhere so you can spread the word that you are a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So definitely plug into your live launches every week. It's over 4 weeks. You can take up to 4 weeks, but you don't have to. But if you had 3 guests, well, if you aimed for 5 guests each week, you could have it done in 3 weeks. And the purpose, of course, of that live launch, which you heard in the previous video, is to get you your sales rolling, get your faces booked, and your shares for your pearls of sharing. So let me know if you haven't let me know yet. Where are you? How many guests do you have? And of course, when you make it over that 15, you and I will get on the phone together and we will order that personalized t-shirt just for you. All right, well, let's talk about this Power Up plan, because if you remember on your steps, you're building a strong foundation. Step number 4, plan your wins. So the first win was all about your live launches. Okay, we've been doing that together. So that is your first tool on your tool belt and your first wins. The second one is a skincare class. And depending upon where you live, we might be doing that first skincare class together in person, or we might be booking a virtual party, or you might just be plugging into one of our Thursday night virtual parties, okay? Then make sure you have observed and we have held together your first party. Okay, well, and it doesn't have to be, it might be your second or your third if you jumped in on your own, but I just want to hold a party with you. Okay. All right. Well, once we've made it through our live launches, we've made it through a party, or maybe we're in the works of a party. Let's talk about our Power Up plan. So our Power Up plan is where we land. And this is what we do month after month after month that is going to build a massive, strong foundation of customers. Okay. So the beautiful part in Mary Kay is, like, no matter where you want to go in this business, okay, whether you want to move up into leadership, you want to earn a car, a strong customer base is going to sustain whatever level you choose to work your business. Okay, and so this Power Up plan, y'all, it is nothing huge, gigantic. I think sometimes that throws women off because they're thinking, I've got to do more. I need to do more. And I'm like, no, you don't. And we do live in a society where more is better. But let me just share with you guys, consistency in Mary Kay is the key. And that's what I'm going to share with you guys today on the Power Up plan. So this is the Power Up plan. You will find this sheet inside boards. I have it listed under tracking sheets. So that's where you'll find it. I would go in and print you off enough copies so that you have one per month for the next 6 months. Okay. And this is where you're going to be tracking your faces and your shares. Okay, so with all of the activities that you've been doing thus far, with your live launches and with your first party, those all count for faces. Those are women that have showed up, they have listened and learned about our products, which would go here, and they have listened, or others have listened and learned about our career opportunity. Okay, and so this Power Up plan has room for 15 faces for the month, 6 shares. Okay, these are like 6 pearl calls. Okay, it's the same thing, a share, a pearl call. We're going to track 15 faces every month, and we are going to track 6 sharing appointments every month. That is it. The cool part, you guys, you get to choose how you work it. If you want to drag it out and do one face at a time, 15 different appointments, you can do that. If you're like, I'm going to work smart, I'm going to hold 3 parties, have 5 people, 5 people, 5 people, take me 2, 4, 6 hours and be done for the month. You can do that. Okay. You can work it however for you to design it and to fit it into your lifestyle. Okay. But it's 15 faces, 6 shares. The cool part about this, you guys, we are simply tracking the person's name, their phone number, how many referrals you receive from that person. That is from our Beauty of Friendship. Okay, how many referrals have you received? The total amount of sales, and then did you book a second appointment with her? Okay, so these are all the things that help us work full circle. Then down here, we're going to track who we shared with. We're going to, and then you're also tracking virtual. I thought virtual was on here. Maybe it's not. Okay, never mind. I thought we were talking virtual. And then we have our shares. So their name, their phone number, the date of the sharing, and then yes or no if they chose to join your business or not. Okay, so Power Up Plan, 15 faces, 6 shares, month in and month out. Okay, so you might ask me like, why 15-6? Why 15-6? Where did this Power Up Plan come from? And I'm so glad you asked, because I love to share the numbers and the details here, okay? But the cool part is, let me just kind of catch your attention really quickly. Would you like to have a profit of $2,320 over the next 4 months? What if in your Mary Kay business, every 4 months, you could profit $2,300 just from your sales, okay? We're not talking from team building commissions or anything extra, just from your sales. And I honestly feel like I kind of did this a little on the low end, which I did that on purpose because I don't ever want to over exaggerate or inflate numbers. But I honestly believe that probably on your 3rd round through your 4 months, probably this for sure by the 3rd, 4th round, these numbers are going to be way larger than what I'm about to give you. Okay. So sit back. Don't worry about trying to write these numbers. If you're like, Shelly, I want to see that on paper, text me. I'll be happy to snap a picture of my paper and I'll be happy to send it over to you. But let me just share with you 15 faces, 6 shares. The first month you choose to do this, you step into this. I'm going to use about a $60 per face average. That is low. I believe an overall average usually is about $75. Our more seasoned consultants, it's about $100 per face. So I'm going to go with $60. $60 times 15 faces gives you $900 in retail sales. Wow. Just there. Then I'm going to add on an extra $100 per week just in some random reorders. Okay. As the word gets out that you are a consultant, you're going to get Susie Q that goes, hey girl, I need a lipstick, or hey, I need a mascara, or hey, I used to use this cleanser. I would love another one. And you're going to pick up random sales, or you might do a 24x24 challenge, or you might do a spotlight on a product. And so I just threw in an extra $100 a week, which would be an extra $400. So the total retail for 1 month would be $1,300 in retail sales. Okay. We we teach to take a 40% profit. You'll hear about that in new consultant training if you haven't already. So 40% of $1,300 is a profit of $520. That's month number 1. Month number 2, you're going to repeat that. Do the same thing. 15 faces, 6 shares. Okay, we'll talk about shares in just a minute. But we're going to repeat that for month number 2. So you're going to make another profit of $520. Okay. All right. Month number 3, because we've got a little momentum, a little mo going on by now. And so I kept your retail sales the same, your per face average the same. So 15 faces, $60. Gives you $900 in sales, but the word is out now. You have some people potentially reordering now. So I upped your $100 in extra sales a week to $150, and that gives you an extra $600 on top of your $900 for a total of $1,500 in retail sales. This is by month number 3. So if you take $1,500 and multiply that by 40%, your profit on month 3 is now $600 just from your sales. Okay, so month number 1, $520 profit. Month number 2, $520 profit. Month number 3, $600 profit. And then for month number 4, I upped your extra sales to $200 a week. So you still have your $900 from your 15 faces, plus about $200 extra coming in from your just random sales. They're not random. They're not as random anymore. Your customers are starting to reorder. For an $800, so a total of $1,700 retail times 40% profit gives you $680 profit. So if you add up 520 plus 520 plus 600 plus $680, that gives you a grand total of $2,320 profit over 4 months with just the same activity. 15 faces, 6 shares. 15 faces and 6 shares. Okay. Your faces are so easy. You could do them in your sleep. If I woke you up from a cold, dead sleep and said, come on, girl, we got a party, you could roll out of bed and you could take somebody through our TimeWise products and you would do a fabulous job. Okay, so number one round of this, you guys, for 4 months, you are fully trained. You are becoming a professional in your Mary Kay business. All right, so let's talk a few other numbers. So by doing this, 15 faces, 15 faces, 15 faces, and 15 faces, you can say you probably 2/3 of that 2/3 of that 60 faces will purchase something. Okay, they might have a courtesy purchase. Some are going to purchase bigger, but you're going to have purchases from about 40 new customers. Okay, so my customers, your customer base is going to grow by 40 over those 4 months. All right, now the basic skincare set, which we talk about, is your bread and butter. It's the TimeWise set, the repair set, a Mary Kay regimen set. You'll probably sell a full skincare set to approximately 1/3 of the people you facial. So remember, it's 60 total. So 2/3 bought something, that's 40 people. Okay. And then 1/3, which would be about 20 new basic skincare customers. You guys, you are setting yourself up for an amazing reorder business. Wow, I get excited about my reorders. I love my reorders. In fact, the day that I'm recording this, you guys, I have an online website order for about $120. I had somebody else place an order for a microdermabrasion set. And those were just the random, beautiful reorders, the residual income from work that I've done previous. Okay, and then let's talk about team building. So that's just your customer base growing. You're building solid customers, y'all. That is strength. That is a strong foundation, okay? Then the other part to that, because remember, we're rowing a rowboat here. And if we just sell, we're going to go in a circle. If we just team build, we're going to go the other direction. The idea is to sell and team build together. And so all of those 60 people, you're going to ask them to help you with a sharing call or to watch a video or come to our Dream Big event, okay? Half will probably show up, okay? So out of 60 people, 30 will say yes. Actually, it's about 30 will say yes. And then half of that, you guys, will actually show up. So it could be closer to like 15 share. Well, that's over 6 months. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, let me pull it back in. You're basically doing 6 shares every month, okay? Which is 15. You're asking all 15. Half of those would be 17 and a half would actually hold that appointment with you, okay? So when you share with 24 people, you can need to find one more to bump it up to 25 shares. So 1 month, you're going to go over 6. Like these are just minimums, but you're going to go over. So over the course of 4 months, you're going to share with 25 people. The only reason for that extra person is we usually, our average, our ratio is 1 out of 5 will join our team. So for every 5 people we share with, we can do the numbers and we can expect to have a new team member. Now I will share, and the reason why you want to look at this at 4 months, 8 months in increments, because I've had a month, you guys, where I have shared with 5 people and they all said no. And then I go on another 5 people, they all said no. And then maybe on the third group of 5, I've had a yes, a yes, a yes, a yes, and a yes. Or I mean, it's like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, that is amazing. But we got to make sure our numbers are not like, we're not looking at it falsely. We got to look at it over a 6-month period, because if you look at it just within a month, usually a 90-day window is the best. But a month is just too close to look at. But if you look at it over a 90-day window, you can truly see 1 out of 5. And I'm actually working on that ratio to bump it up to 1 out of 4 will join your team. So every 4 months, when you share with 25 people, you are going to be adding 5 new team members. Okay. Y'all, 5 new team members every 4 months would make you a team leader. Then at the end of your next 4 months, in 8 months, you have the choice if you want to go into director qualification. But you're going to be making a 13% commission based on what your team members order into the company. So now, not only do you have that amazing $2,320 in profit coming in from your sales, but as your team is growing by 5 every 4 months, that commission check, you guys, can grow very quickly. And we could be adding an extra $500, an extra $1,000 in commissions only. That is beautiful. So like having $1,000 in team commissions coming in, plus your $2,300 in sales. Now we can have a conversation about where do you want to take your Mary Kay business next? Okay. So like I said, this is building a super strong foundation. It is our Power Up plan. You guys, it's not complicated. It is simple. And if you ever feel like you're getting in your mind and just thinking this is hard, let's have a conversation, you guys, because it usually means if it's hard feeling it, and I've been there, we either don't have a skill down that we need to really like dig in and perfect that skill. Just like if you were in a new job, you guys, this is a new job. So we want to perfect your skills, okay? Or we're too much in our head and we're thinking about it all way too much versus doing it. Okay. So if you ever find yourself in either one of those camps, please promise me you will pick up the phone, either call me or text me and say, Shelly, I'm struggling. I get what you said, but I am not doing it and not feeling it right now. And then we can work together to pull you through that. And it could be part of the emotional cycle too. Okay. So, but that is our Power Up plan. You guys, I will stand by this plan and I would love to have a photocopy every month you complete. Well, actually, every month you fill out this sheet. So there might be a month that you hit 10 bases and 4 shares, okay? But the idea, you guys, is we have a track record. We have a business record. We are being good stewards of our business. And we have this platform, this record that we can go back. And if you're like 6 months down the road, you're like, Shelly, I need to replace a full-time income. I'm like, okay, let's pull out your Power Up plans and see where we are, what we've been doing. And then we'll know what we need to perfect, what we need to improve on skill-wise, and we can move you forward. Okay, my friends, if you have any questions about this amazing Power Up plan, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, let's go Power Up.